Okay. All right.
Okay, wait. Okay, hey guys,
everybody.
welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. I'm really excited to have my guest on today. I have my good friend with me, Christy Campbell, and she brought on our mutual good friend, Marcia Sava. And tonight, Marcia's bringing on her good friend, Chris. And they're all super soldiers. They're all healers. And I wrote Shaman and Healer Marcia Sava joins us alongside Christy Campbell, CC33, to discuss the story of Marcia's close friend, Chris. A former or now super soldier with extraordinary psychic and intuitive abilities. According to Marcia and Christy, Chris possesses a wide range of activated abilities, including telepathy and remote viewing, medical intuition and energy perception, mediumship and channeling, animal communication, advanced clairvoyance, and scrying. We'll also explore the concept of assassin programming, what it means to break free from it, and how consciousness, healing, and awareness may play a role in reclaiming personal sovereignty. Is this testimony evidence of hidden programs or something deeper within human potential, or both? And with all that said, I'd like to give everybody a big welcome to the show. And how's everybody doing?
Hey, Rob.
Good.
Hey, Marcia. Hey, Chris.
Hey, so happy to see you. Both of you.
Thank y'all for coming on and giving Chris's testimony.
Yeah,
it'll help a lot of people.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
Marcia, did you want to lead us into this? Like, because you know Chris the best. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so when I really got to know Chris, he moved here like 3.5 years ago. Right away, like I saw just his soul is very bright, but I also kept seeing, at first I didn't see it so much, but I kept seeing something there that, like I've told you before, I can see it in their eyes. I can sense stuff hanging around people, So I kept seeing things pop through, and I kept working at trying to get at it because I'd already, Reiki and Kruniki and stuff like that, and encountering, stuff, when we what is it?
No, go ahead.
When we would do energy work, we were learning how to deal with dark entities, So I kept trying things with him, and it seemed like, every time we get somewhere, he'd get knocked 10 steps back. And this pattern just continued. And I just kept seeing these weird things with Chris. Like, he never shuts off. Even when he sleeps, he records everything that is ever said or happens around him. It is so bizarre. He literally does not have to know how to do anything. He just goes to it, and his guidance tells him how to do it. It doesn't matter what it is, and I never could sleep. And, I noticed this real bad pattern with lack of sleep. And
when I used to sleep, when I would sleep,
come here.
I could sense the conversation. I knew conversations that people were having around me, and I would be asleep, but I wasn't asleep. It started with my kids started to notice it, and they would try to sneak around the house, at night. They just thought it was fun, and they just couldn't ever do it because they would try to get close to me, just messing with me, and I'd be awake.
Yeah, you can
never
know
what they were doing.
You can never approach them, no matter what.
It all started off when I was younger. I had an abusive dad, and it was just awful. And then Christy got into my childhood and why that was, and that my mother was part of this whole system, and that my dad was a handler, and he just it was awful.
It was brutal.
So when I had my children, I was like, I'm not going to do that. So I treated them completely different, smothered them with love and everything. And my son is just like me, and he's at that age where he doesn't understand it. And when I was at his age, 15, 16 years old, it was like a joke. People would make fun of it. So it shut me down. Like, I was like, I don't want to tell anybody this. I'm crazy. Like, what's all this going on? And then I started noticing more and more. And when I met Marcia, I'd had my kids. I was a single dad forever. And then I had to let them go with their mom for a little while because life got just awful. And when I met Marcia, I met her at work. And I'd actually was living in my truck. And, she noticed that I wouldn't leave the parking lot. She was like, hey, she got to know me more. And then, we become real close friends. So I moved in, and then that's when it started. I was like, hey, I have these things that go on with me. It's crazy. I'm crazy. I just think I'm going crazy.
And I knew right away there were abilities, and I was like, no, you have like crazy abilities. And he would sit here, like when he's on. He can tell you everything that's going to happen all day long. Boom, boom, boom. It doesn't matter what I do. If I'm going to go somewhere, if I'm going to talk to somebody, if I'm going to clear somebody, whatever, he can sense if something's not right. So I don't even worry about stuff anymore. I just go about my business. And if something ain't right, he'll let me know.
Yeah. And it's crazy because at first, one of the smaller things I started off with was being able to find stuff and do stuff. And I wasn't trying to be, I'd tell Marcia all the time and everybody else, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not trying to, to get him and be like, I do it.
Know it all. I'm not kidding.
Let me do this. Let me do that. So, but I just knew how to do it. Anything that needed to be done, I just knew how to do it. And then
bizarre.
I started being able to find stuff really easy. I could always find stuff. I just had a sense. And I always have to, it's hard for me. I'm really good at helping other people. But when it comes to reading myself, I get confused because it's hard because in my mind, it's hard to explain. In my mind, I don't know if it's my intuition or if it's my voice saying this or something else going on. But when I want to help other people or help anybody do things, I can do it great. Yeah, I'm spot on, and I'm not a.
People think that people are telling him stuff, but he's not. He just knows. He's very telepathic. He just knows what's going on with you. He'll just walk right up to him, and they'll never tell anything, and he'll just spit everything out. He just gets senses about everything going on. It's weird. I've met a lot of psychics, but I've never met anybody like this.
And like I said, when I met her, I really forgot exactly where I was, but it just got weird. And I would be able to find people's stuff. Oh, this is missing. Oh man, it's over there. So-and-so. Marcia would come get me. I can remember one time she dropped an earbud, really small one outside. And we're talking about needle and haystack. I walked right up to it.
Yeah. It don't matter what it is. He can find it. It's crazy.
And it is because it's with other people. It's almost like if I lose my stuff, I can find it. I'm decent at it, but it's better. It works so much better when I'm helping other people. And I'm really, really humble because at first I was like, no, I'm not, I'm nothing. I'm just a guy. I just get lucky all the time and all this other stuff. And then Marcia started digging and pulling.
And testing his abilities. And that entire list, I know for a fact.
She finally, set me down and opened up. And she tried to get me Christmas presents the second time I was here. And she set it up there. I told her exactly what I got. I knew
trying to get him to project into the package. I knew he couldn't open it and fix it right the way I did it. And I was like, what's in these presents? And he's like, right away, he touched one. It was like a metal bullet from the war that was fired out of a bomber. And he touched it and he said, I knew exactly what they were. And then he comes back and he's like, it's Battle of the Bulge. And I was like, I don't know. Let me check. And I went and looked on Etsy. It was Battle of the Bulge. I was like, whoa, that's cool. He just did each one. And then he projected his consciousness into one and just told me exactly what it was, how it was displayed in there. And
it was awesome. Like I said, it started off really cool. And now it's cool, man. Stuff happens at work now. And the owners of the business I run can tell that things are going on because when things break or certain other people, I know what to do, and I've never done it before.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
And I know what to do, and I fix stuff that I've never touched before. And then the guys, I can tell, like Marcia was saying, I'll go in there one day. I'll go in there and I'll be like, I'll talk to a guy about something.
They said I'm going to say it.
I'll talk to a guy. I'll talk to an employee about something, and it's just because I had an intuition about it. I needed to say this, needed that, and the next thing you know, the guys are rushing to him, say, we didn't say anything to him. We didn't say anything to him about that. I promise. And it's just like with my daughter. I'll come home and I'll talk to my daughter about things, and Marcia's looking at her like,
she'll tell me
this is stuff she just told Marcia,
and only me. And she's looking at me like, why did you tell him? And I'm like, you don't understand how psychic your dad is. I didn't tell him anything. He just comes right out and he knows.
Is Rob?
You just know it. Yeah, I think he's having mic issues and stuff. Well, so when do you just sense it or what happens? You just know in your mind?
I know it in my mind. It comes now. With the other things, lately, I had some issues, some health issues, some minor stuff, but I was just standing there, and my mind told me to, it's honest to goodness, it's so weird. I swear I'm crazy. But
no, you're not.
I'll hear my small, mild voice in my head, and I'll just do it. And next thing you know, man, it works. And if I don't do it, it's almost like it starts to get a little louder. And if it's something emergency, my son has called me. He's got it. He's the exact same way. And like I said, it's hard for him because he doesn't believe any of this. Mm-hmm. He does not believe this. He is deep into. He is deep into Christianity a bunch, and I believe in God. I have my beliefs, and that's fine. But now I know that this stuff exists also. Yeah. And I'll have deja vu. I look at Marcia, and I've had deja vu about her. I've had dreams about her, Bob, and everybody 12 years ago. Wow. And all of a sudden I sit right here and I'm like, whoa, I just had deja vu.
He's a time traveler
and
from
things
hell.
Happen. And it's so crazy. Yeah. Well, finally Marcia sat me down and she was like, just let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do. So
I tested every ability.
I did everything she asked. And I actually channeled with our dogs here also. Well, I'll get to that in a second. But Bay, because he was having a hard time. He was having anxiety about pots and pans and smoke.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And
like sizzling things.
And when that would go off, I sensed that, I sat with him, I looked in his eyes, and I just got real calm. Well, I sensed that he had died in a fire. And what it was, he was a bigger dog, but he had tried to save his owner. And in doing that, he died in a past life. And after we worked with him, he's gotten way better.
Yeah.
He's gotten way better.
And he can communicate with him. It's just every ability he has drains his energy. So he's just processed all this crap. And believe me, it was a lot. And it taxed the hell out of him. So he's having to rest up from all that. So right now he's not really doing much, even though he walks through life and he knows everything going on. It's like when you communicate with Bella or something like that.
And that's the way it was. Sorry, I mean interrupt. No, if I don't interrupt her, sometimes I'll forget what I'm saying.
No, you're good.
So I have to jump in there. But and like when I got here, at first I saw my dad. My dad had a real hold on me.
He was like a demon.
And I mean, I've always been able to see stuff. And I swear I've told myself 1,000 times, hey, it's in your mind. It's not happening. It's not happening. I've had conversations when I was younger with my grandfather that passed away. And everybody's like, you're so crazy. You're so crazy. And
he had them all shut down. When
and I mean, I'll get a little personal, because I think it should help. But I started taking pain pills when I was younger to stop this because I thought I was crazy. And everybody was like, and I could feel everything. I mean, I literally walked through life. The doctors used to think I had lactose intolerance because my nerves were so bad. Then it was, they finally found out that my parents were beating me. And that turned into, okay, well, that's where the nerves come from. But I literally could feel everything. It got to the point where I did not want to take a shower because I could feel every drop of water and it would just sting so bad. And it was just like I was an open nerve.
His body is so sensitive.
So we worked on that. Yeah. And Marcia, I don't, if you guys have any questions or anything, please interrupt me. I'm just going on because if I don't, I'll forget. But we worked on that. And like I said, Marcia's just came in my life at the exact right time. Like I had abscess in my mouth because I had
for 14 years
issues going on with that. Yeah, my teeth.
He was getting immune to antibiotics. I make little silver, and I was able to offset.
So she helped me with that and got everything straight, and even got me my new chompers.
Cool.
But, she helped me with that, and then things started turning around.
It almost killed him
a lot. Things started turning around, and then I started communicating with. Marcia and I were sitting out in the shed one day, just getting some stuff, and I was like, "There's a blue." Do you see that? And Marcia's
actually, we were arguing.
Yeah, Marcia's
very, very, very badly.
And Marcia was like, I don't see anything. And I was like, there is a bluish, sort of white. And then I described it to her. And it was Bella. You had seen her before. I just went into it.
You said it's Bella.
And Marcia was like, I want to talk. So I never channeled before. I've never channeled before at all.
Oh, you talked about that, Tom. Okay.
I've never channeled. So I laid down and I, tried to do that. And Marcia asked questions.
Oh,
and she got answers.
It was a totally different personality. He couldn't have known the answers he was giving me because I study all that. I know what higher density beings would say and sound like. And oh my God, I was firing questions. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, whoa. And then he was afterwards, he was like,
I'm
not crazy. I'm not crazy. And I was like, Chris, I know that. That was cool as hell. You know, he used to see things and go, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Don't you see that? And I'm like, no, but I feel it. You know, sorry. I didn't mean
you're good. And then I communicated with her, and I say a her, but you know, things like that don't have, you know, I'm not going to say it's man, woman, or whatever, a sex, but it just felt a feminine energy to me. And then later on, like I said, I was having health problems.
You are jumping around a lot.
I can't help it.
Okay.
But she helped me, and she kept telling me, you've got to stop stressing, because I was stressed about everything. I was worrying about everything. And she was like, you're, you know, she sort of, you know, was like, you're not going to make it if you keep doing this. You need to calm down. And so she was there to help me for that.
She saved his life.
She stayed around here.
Twice.
She stayed around, and she's still here now. I mean, she's all over the property and everything. If I need to talk to her, I can talk to her. Like she'll just appear, you know, in the room, or I'll feel her presence. And I still, honest to goodness, I almost feel like it. And I don't know anything about all this. You guys study this stuff. I'm new to this, but like I feel that it's me. That is a me.
Like your higher self or something. You think a higher self? Mm-hmm.
Yes, like it's my higher self that it came back, and that it's seen different lifetimes, and it's seen the lifetime where I didn't change, to where I died.
Oh, she's got like kind of tentacle looking things, and she's like plasma, and it's usually like blue or bluish green, but we saw her get mad once, and it turned like a pinkish orange.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa. But
and it wasn't good. It's something that Marcia, you said something.
Yeah.
Marcia had said something, and it
was not good wording. But, so she, you know, she was like, don't use that wording, because we were trying everything, you know. But I watched him that day driving home in the truck, and I was driving behind him, and I saw him doing this. He was driving and he was going like this, and all I saw was, you know, his arm going like this. And I was like, that's Bella, because he said he was going to try to communicate with Bella on the way home. And he kept going like this. And when we got home, he was like, Bella was in the truck all the way home. I said, I saw that. He's like, I just had to see what she felt like. It was so cool.
What'd she feel like?
It was really energetic. It's almost like when you would touch, the hairs on my arm would stand up. But
when she's around, it is the most peaceful, calm, like, boom.
I just wish any other people could see it. I wish that I could get some, how do you say, some
confirmation,
some justification, some confirmation that I'm not crazy. And I know I'm not crazy now, but and things just are always happening. Like it's really weird. And then my dreams, getting back to this, and I'm sorry I'm jumping around. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'm just I'm ADHD, man, so I just go with what I got.
Yeah, y'all are good.
But what I would do is, like the dreaming thing, I would literally hear Marcia and Bob, you know, talking while I was asleep. So we got back to that, and then she wanted to dig in more, so we dug in more. And it was like, you know, once I opened up and I surrendered to it, I could just see stuff all the time. I see stuff all the time. I'll be riding down the road, and I see things all the time. There'll be a dark shade or dark shadow.
God help me drive by something dark energy, it will try to climb all over his ass.
And what it does when things try to get on me, that's not good or right, or I'm being attacked, I get almost what you'd say is hot flashes, and I sweat really bad, and I get so hot it can be cold as ice. And Walmart, I'll be honest, I don't know if I can say this on here, but Walmart
is evil.
I can't go in Walmart, because when I do go in Walmart,
sorry about the language,
it's like my whole body just feels like something's trying to take over. Something's pinching me. Something's grabbing me. So, and I'll look at Marcia and I'll be like, I've got to go.
Yeah.
And
we have to drop everything and just go.
And we'll do it. And we'll leave. And I've been beside people, and I'm talking about literally just people out of nowhere, not even know me. And I talk to everybody, but people just come up to me, and all of a sudden I just get hot flashes bad. And I can look into their eyes, and I'm like, this isn't good. And I'll literally walk away from the conversation.
Because it's their darkness that you're picking up on.
Yeah, like he's really bad about, like, he's almost like this open channel. So whatever the hell is around, it like flows through him. So if there's something negative around and it's able to like run through him, then he starts getting agitated. And I know it's not Chris, and I know he's under attack. And, you know, that's why we've had to tighten up on all the protection and things that we're doing to the max. We got this down really solid now.
And that's the part that Marcia is, you know, Marcia's got all that. She's the one that studied all this to help me and get me free. Well, back to the part where about almost a year and a half ago, it went down. Things are going down. I became an asshole. I started to push away. I started to shut down.
Really to himself.
I kept to myself,
but I knew
would
it
see
wasn't
stuff.
him.
I mean, and I still saw my stuff and everything. And it was almost like I had, and I say this, it took a little while, and it was hurting Marcia, and it was hurting everybody really badly. And I didn't know what it was. I thought everybody was just like, I thought everybody was picking at me, it was me. I'm good. It's you. You're the one that's got the problem. Well, then it came, and I started noticing, and Marcia helped me more. And it took a lot. Like Marcia dealt with my crap for a year and a half.
No,
a little bit more, but anyway, like I'm saying, it got to the point where I knew something was on me, and it was almost like it's been on me my whole life. And it was my protective side that I had built. I built almost like a different person. I would go into this and not remember anything. I don't remember the last year and a half a lot.
And
I'm going by what she told me happened. And it got to where I don't remember nothing. So the whole year and a half, she'll be telling me stuff today that I used to do. And I'm like, whatever, man, I was not doing that. So what I finally did is she read up and got into stuff. I did everything she told me to do. And then finally I saw how bad it was hurting them. So I went down there for a weekend, and I just cried, yelled, anything I could do. And I had to rip a part of me off that was there to protect me from my parents.
The pain body. It was his humongous pain body from all the trauma he had been through. And he ripped it off.
And I say this, I really, I hate that if anybody else has that, I know it is. It's not them, but it took everything I had. It almost killed me to pull it off.
Yeah. And he's trying to work, and oh my God, like he would be like, my mind is doing this. Like he would see files. And it was like everything that happened. He's like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know. It's like he had to reconnect the pathways in his brain from where that was attached and controlling him. He had to reconnect and figure out, how do I act in this situation? It was crazy. Like he went through so much hell, and his body processed so much shit, and all he did was sleep.
Yeah, I couldn't get enough sleep, but I would literally process it. I would wake up, and I had been crying in my sleep. My sheets are wet.
For like months.
Crying in my sleep.
Straight.
And I finally, once I got it completely off, I was back to me. I was nice. I was loving, and I didn't worry anymore. And then we had to get in the super soldier part because I was still having that. I'd ripped my pain body off.
But when he ripped off the pain body, he also ripped off the connections to the altar that was punching through all the time. So you're bouncing around. I want to get back on track here. He had this altar that would pop through. He would dream about him at first, and it was an assassin. And I kept seeing this personality come through Chris sometimes, and I would go get him on when I would see it, I would go do energy work and calm it down. And he kept having these dreams, and I said, they're not dreams, they're memories. He always had, he always knew he could fly. He's like, you put me in anything right now, I know I can fly. I just know I can. So he would have all these dreams. He had very intricate dreams of the rituals they were doing. And I wrote all this down. I'm writing some books about all this shit because I have to.
And I would have dreams that I went and killed someone in my sleep. Like I did a mission in my sleep, and I would tell her all about it. And it was so real. And there was sometimes I would wake up and I would literally have, like, I would go to sleep and not have any scratches on me. And the next thing you know, I've got it on my arm.
Yep.
But
this altar, as I kept punching through in meditation to this altar, I just love Chris to death. So I would send love through his whole soul. And I started doing that a long time ago. And when he kept telling me about this altar, I kept trying to reach out to it. I realized what was going on, that it was like some kind of, altar. And I started reaching out to him, and all of them would love. And I just would send love down through all of them. And when I would tap in to him, I would burst out in tears. They would just, boom. It's not this, it's like tears would just, I could feel his pain, and it was crazy. And I started communicating with him more and more, sending him love and protection around him, because I started to see and sense the trauma and the abuse.
And this, I disconnected from that. Like she does. That's
wait, before that, hold on. We're going to get to that because you are jumping around.
I can't help it. You want me to tell you my story? I'm telling you my way.
Hold on. I just want to say this and you can have at it. So I kept communicating with this altar and I started punching through more and more and more. And then I finally started seeing images. And I kept sending him the information that we learned of how to break free and how to protect himself. And I would send this dark shield over him to protect him from the light we were sending and the light he was growing. But I didn't do this at first. I learned to do this afterwards because he got captured and went rogue. Now, when I was communicating with this altar, I was like, I kept getting the name Mike. And I was like, I asked him, I said, are you getting a name on him? And he was like, Mike. And I was like, okay, then I was getting the right thing. And then I saw him, I kept sending him information and love, and I saw it wake him up and him go rogue. And I saw him running with something, these weird buildings, kind of bubble shaped, and these high platform connectors to these buildings. And he was running in one, he grabbed something about yay big, was running out with it. And then he jumped in something and was flying. And as I'm seeing this, I'm putting protection around him because I knew he went rogue. And then I did that for a while. And then I think you just kind of disappeared a little bit for a while. And then once I finally was able to get back to Chris, he was like, yeah, they captured him. Because as I was communicating with him, he would come in stronger and stronger to Chris. And they started communicating. And it was getting weird. But the problem with that, and it was cool to communicate with him, and he was able to confirm things with me and stuff like that. And he confirmed what he grabbed. He saw that, when I drew the buildings, what they look like, he said, yeah, I've seen those before. Like I was able to confirm with Chris what I was picking up. So anyway, as the altar kept punching through more and more, because when he would close his eyes, he would be the altar. And the altar would sometimes come in and take his consciousness, and it would drop him out at work. And I've told you before, he'd be like welding or something and just fall out, and the weld fall and burn the hell out of his legs.
It was like, okay, hey, my turn. I need the conscience. My turn. And when I was awake, and then when I would try to go to sleep,
he's dreaming that he's
dreaming everything there.
So, a lot of this was going on. What are you doing? What?
I need to, is it good?
Rob, he's having technical difficulties.
Hey, I'm here. You can hear me. Yeah.
Hey, you want me to try to clear it real quick?
What's that?
You want me to try to clear it real quick?
Yeah, if you can.
Huh?
Yeah, if you can, that'd be great.
Okay. Let me see if I can do it.
You want Chris to talk, and then while you
keep going. I got about 6-7 minutes.
Like what I was saying is, things just got really weird, and life just started to blossom into this. Now that it was accepted, and I knew that I wasn't crazy, because there were times when I was a police officer for about 4 years.
Okay.
And man, I'm telling you, there's nights I was working. I literally, that's when I started thinking I was crazy. I was like, dude, I'm seeing this stuff. I would see stuff on people and feel stuff before they would even do stuff. I would feel it. I would feel that this person's about to try to hurt me. And next thing you know, man, bang, it would come. And then things just got to where it got wilder.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I met Marcia and them, now, I mean, I'm so open that, I mean, I literally can help. There's some people that I help that are asking to connect to loved ones. And I never knew I could do this. Okay. I'm not some person that is trying to, dig into things like that. I was never that way. Things were coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, matter of fact, I can help communicate with a friend of Marcia's dead relative. And I'm telling you, and I'm the biggest skeptic of all. Okay. I am skeptical with myself. So when I tell you that happened, it's like, I didn't believe it at first myself either. I was like, whatever, man, this is not true. This is in my head. And next thing you know, I was having things that were real. I mean, I was giving these people answers that I couldn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
So we dug deeper into that. And I was able, just to help people that I have some people now that want some help with that. And I don't mind helping at all. I'll help anybody.
Yeah. So like with your altar then with Mike, is he still around, or have you already integrated?
Yes, ma'am. I've already integrated. Marcia, could communicate with that. And, I don't.
He don't talk to you no more? Nothing? No?
Nothing.
Okay.
You're done.
Do you see any other experiences like within the programs? Have you found, or was that kind of the last one that you are aware of?
That I'm aware of. That I'm aware of. We did a lot of work to cut all that out, and I feel 1,000 times better. I feel great.
Yeah.
Marcia, you could probably be helping people with like regular DID too. Like, I mean, like you're basically treating in a more advanced form of it. You're like,
she can't hear. She has on those headphones. She's walking out. She's jamming out.
I'll tell her this when she gets up. But it's like you could treat DID like she's treating a more advanced form. It's like super soldiers with altars, but like DID is more like a, like a subdued version of like what super soldiers.
Association.
Yeah. She has to energy work me every night. When I come home for my day, I have to lay down and she clears me. And if she doesn't clear me, I can't sleep.
Can I ask you a question, Chris? When you were experiencing like entity attacks of that, what were you experiencing? What do you remember? Like, what do you
like the bad things that I was experiencing? It would get to the point where, I mean, like I said, I get the heat, the hot flashes and everything else like that. Then my skin would burn. Then I would just get an attitude. I mean, I would feel like, it's almost like it got into my mind. It wanted to grab me.
Possession.
Yeah. And I literally could feel it grabbing at the back of my neck. And it's like I was being used as a puppet.
Yeah.
And I'd be ill. I would be just mad.
That help?
And
he can talk now on there too. Rob can.
Yeah, he can talk now.
I'll stop now.
But it got to the point where I was feeling like I was used like a puppet, and I could always tell. And then you could see it almost like and after, like I couldn't really see it at first. I always thought I saw a shadow, something moving in the room. But I've noticed now when I do see that, it does try to affect me. It comes at me. And like I said, it tries to use me as a puppet. I get ill. I get mad. Bad things happen. People around me, seem to irritate me really badly.
And I know it's not him.
Can I say something, Chris? You seem like a genuinely good guy. You seem like a genuinely nice guy. Like,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
He's got a big heart. I always saw that, but I kept seeing this thing pop through, and I started noticing what felt like abductions. His dreams that were popping through with the really intricate rituals really made me take note. Yeah, there was one. Hey, let me tell one.
I was about to say that.
Wait, Marcia, can I ask you a question? Was he getting abducted by the Greys or military or anything?
I think it was military. That's what
my lab and Draco, and then the negative Greys.
That's what
I was seeing that they had you chained up like in a dungeon, and then they just kept on like ritually doing everything to you, like that, and then killing you and then regenerating you over and over and over and over, like killing you, regenerating,
So after things like that, my skin would sting. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Rob.
And he's like such a frazzled. Sorry.
What were you gonna say, Rob?
I was gonna say, Christy. It seems like the MyLabs and the Draco, they work together a lot, right? Like the MyLabs use the
That's
Draco.
what I was feeling with him too. So I started targeting that and really amping up the protection, in his house, on the property, I just cover him all the time now, that. So
yeah, I told him that. If when I come home from work, you have to
even
do me energy.
And when he goes to work, I go ahead and clear the field before he gets there.
They were attacking me at work through my employees. Okay. I'm the production manager, and they would literally get into the guys that I had working for me, and they would change. I'm talking about these guys were nice to me the next day, and next thing you know, they're doing everything they can to push my buttons
to trigger you.
Yes, to trigger me.
I started hitting them. Like I will rip shit off of them, because if they're attacking us, at that point, I have the right to defend us. You know what I mean? So I don't care. I will snatch it off of them. Otherwise, I leave people alone unless they ask.
And when I cleared myself, I noticed this. When we cleared everything off of me, I love my job and I have a great job, and I'm very thankful for that. But they attacked me. They got into guys at work, and I literally had to have a week off. I got sent home because I had accusations come up about me. Bad ones. And they were not even close to true. Okay. And that's how I'm able to go back to work. But they were trying everything they could. They wanted to take everything from me. They wanted to take all my happiness.
I target all that now. I clear the field before he gets there. If he has any problems, he calls me, I do it again. And that has been working like a dream. I've got our psychic defense so sealed, and we all keep our vibration high because that's important. And also we're constantly processing the trauma, because the trauma we have learned when he ripped his pain body off and that entire shit went with him, because he was cut off from everything. He was cut off.
Yeah, I don't remember
so,
a lot of
like the altar, where the altar kept popping through and all that. He cut it completely off. He wasn't feeling anything, and he was getting sleep, so he didn't want to mess with anything anymore. And I was like, but look, they still got their hooks in you. Yeah. I said, I know I can work with Mike. I'd already connected with him so many times. I knew him. I felt him. I could see him at times. So after he cut him off, I was like confused. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do. And that was a whole crazy story I'm not even going to get into. But at one point, at a later point, when he felt he was ready, I was like, Chris, we got to disconnect you from this. They're always going to have hooks in you. We got to disconnect you. So, he's constantly tired and processing and tired and processing. And he's gone through so much.
I've had to sleep more than most humans do.
Oh, my God.
And in a week, I sleep in a day. I have to. It was like I had to recharge my body.
But finally, I punched back through and I reconnected to this altar. And I was able to really go in deep. And Christy had told us that we integrate everything but the altar. And I believe the altar was the what they call the twin. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's the whole, like, you know what I'm saying? That's getting
into you getting something else?
Yeah, okay, I'm off that. See, and there's things that I don't like to talk about. Yeah, I'll be honest. That's why I haven't been on any podcast. I'm not looking for, any fame or anything.
Actually,
I'm on here as a favor for you guys and Marcia. Because I normally don't do this. I leave when you guys are on. Yeah. Because I'm scared to death that I'm going to talk and I'm going to trigger something, because I'm happy right now.
Yeah.
And I don't want, I want to help anybody I can. But I have to help myself and be healthy to begin with. So I help people, but it's almost like Marcia has to filter them out for me.
Yeah. I got a question for you. When did you realize you were able to talk to animals? Were you able to do that since you were a kid, or was it like, come on? Did you always have your abilities, or like,
I've always had the things, and it's like it's always been there. And like I said, when I got to where everybody's got a pass. When I was able to, it was so bad that I had to numb it. So I would take pain pills to numb it. And I wasn't taking them for any other reasons, just because I wanted to be normal. I wanted this to stop. But the animal part started when I was a kid. I noticed that animals would, sort of come to me, especially ones that were damaged. Well, then when I got around with Marcia, she's like, here, try this. She was like, try this. I feel that you can do this. And I was like, no way, no way. And she was like, no, do it. In the back of my head, I was like, hey, this has happened before. Let's just try it. So I tried it. And next thing you know, I was able to communicate. This has all been trial and error.
Yeah. He communicated with Bay. Bay has a ton of trauma. My dog, like a ton of trauma. It's bad. And so he communicated with him, and he got that trauma to calm down immediately. My husband can attest to that. He shifted so much just in that. I said, just pierce into his mind. Look, and he would look into his eyes, and he could get in there, and he was able to calm everything down. But I haven't been able to get him to go back in there and work on it anymore, because all the shit going on with him,
What were you about to say, Rob?
I was going to say, is he a starseed too, Marcia or Christy? Do you think he's like from has like star, or we all,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, here's what I think. People like him with these crazy, crazy sensitive bodies.
And I'm O negative also.
I'm no negative too.
All right, yeah.
So I have seen two other super soldiers. One of them was my Reiki master's husband, and they were both demonologists. And he got snagged up by the military early on. I know he was finding missing children and stuff like that. I learned under them. And she was very powerful.
I think I can do that, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, no, for sure.
Well, Marcia's told me that, and I felt more and more. I didn't mean to interrupt you. No, but like I said, when things hit me, I got to say it or I'm gonna forget. But yes, I think I can help find people. I think I can find things and find people. I'll sit there on TV and watch stuff that's going on, and I literally can tell you something I've never seen. I can tell you the plot of it. I can tell you who did it. any murder mystery, I can't watch movies like that because I already know.
I'm telling you, he knows everything. It's bizarre. He's not like he's not like any person I've ever met. Like even near.
And it's crazy because Rob, I'm sorry, but Rob was talking about
I was making a point about
he was, you said you were O negative also.
Yeah.
You seem to get messed with a lot. It's almost like O negative, like Marcia tells me all the time. It's just, it's something with that. And my kid's the same way. And my daughter's dealing with it now. And I'm so scared that she's going to turn like I did to trying to numb it and not believe it.
And his son, him and his son, they'd be crying. His son would be begging God to take his abilities away because he don't know what to do with them. He's got crazy abilities like him too.
He's sitting in his room seeing stuff, and the boy thinks he's crazy.
He's seen a bunch of spirits out in my damn,
some people think like demons. Some demonologists think like, and I like these demonologists. The people I'm referring to, they think that it's because we're low in iron. That like, wow, like entities attached to us. But like, I have an iron cross here. I have an iron cross. And I have an iron supplement. I brought an iron supplement too. And it didn't change anything. So like, I'm just telling you the truth. Like, it didn't change anything. So as much as I respect that, I'm talking about my friend Nathaniel Gillis. He's awesome. You know what I mean? Like he has like, his research is impeccable, but like him and Steve Merritt were saying that it might be like because of like iron deficiency. So I got an iron supplement and I stopped messing with the iron supplement. So I was like, I don't want to be putting iron in my body if I don't need it. I don't know if I'm sure if I'm low on iron, but then I have iron cross too to just keep around me and stuff, and it didn't really make much of a difference, honestly.
I'll let Marcia get back to her.
I have iron horseshoes.
Do they work, Christy? Do they work for you?
I don't know. I just brought them inside.
Well, see, and that's the thing. None of this worked for me. No one was able to ever give me any relief except for drugs. Okay, until I met Marcia. Yeah. And then Marcia was like, bam. And then like, we're so good. And after she did it, you can say what you're saying. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was saying you were asking about the body types or about, like what his soul was. This super psychics, I call them. I've known 3 of them that had, and the one I was telling you about, he would work for, finding missing children and stuff like that. He was a very amazing psychic. And then my friend, she's also like insane kind of psychic, like what I would call super psychic, but their bodies, all 3 of them, their bodies are bizarre. They don't act like anyone else's bodies. Things that help other people don't help them. So like, and their bodies are so crazy sensitive to everything here. It's like their bodies, it's like they don't even have like the cellular memory to, interact with this plant or this medicine or whatever. It's like their body's just like foreign to it. So I've noticed that with some of these super psychics, I really do think their soul is really, really very much from somewhere else, and they have trouble just functioning here more than your average person. So he's very, 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 very much like that. Like
the stars,
bad. I mean, not the Claire's, his sense. The Claire's too, like to the max, all of them. But they're so extreme that you can't even touch him half the time. He just do this, and he's got chills all over him. He's got spots. Even when I cut his head, there's this little swirl right here. If I touch him right there,
I'll fall to the floor.
He's gonna freak out.
It's fun because I laugh. She likes to tickle it because they're tickle spots. Oh, but it drives me absolutely crazy. And I have spots on me since all this started to begin, and I started getting my abilities and noticing. And younger, I have red dots all over me. I don't know what they are. Doctors don't know what they are. I just hear, I'll go see a dermatologist. I'll go see this person. But there's red things all over me. And my body feels like a pin cushion.
Oh, wow.
And it's like any little thing, like I can literally feel a presence next to me. Like
Did y'all see if have y'all been brother and sister before and other times? And a lot of people probably think that y'all are married. I did at first.
Yeah.
Remember, I was thinking that y'all were married.
We have like this crazy connection. Like I told you, if it happens to him, it happens to me or vice versa. So we feel each other's emotional
like
state
these crazy stars on our eyes.
Max.
Craziness.
We feel each other's we're telepathic with each other.
Yeah.
If it's happening to his body, it's happening to mine or vice versa. Like I've sat here and felt his kidney stones like I was having them.
She knew when I passed it.
I would know right when he passed it. I could feel it. And so I always wondered what that connection was. And you were able to tell me about the trauma bonding as super soldiers, which I didn't even know I was super soldier. So I was like, damn, I got to undo mine now, which I did.
Yep. Mm-hmm,
and then, anyway, we're trauma bonded here too. I spent 3.5 years trying to save his life. And I really would love to get into how insane that got.
And that's one that I'll let you get into, because I don't want to get into that. I don't want to. It's hard. It's almost like somebody makes a movie about your life and you don't want to watch it. I don't want to hear it, and I won't watch it. And it's nothing bad. It's just that it hurt me so bad to go through it that I don't want to relive it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm glad she's telling the story and everything. And like I said, and I'm trying to tell you guys this, and I'm sorry if I seem very mixed around and stuff. I don't do this, and you know what I mean? So I know I probably don't make any sense.
Yeah, you
do.
But Marcia is now, we're so connected that my son and Marcia has gotten into our little thing. Like my kids, once I have my kids, I can literally call my son who's 3 hours away, and I get a feeling I'm like, something's wrong. And I'll call and he'll be crying. And next thing you know, I handle that. And then there'll be times where I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can sit right here and I can be like, call me. Yeah. Call me.
And he does. Wow.
And he calls me.
I do that with him. He does that with me.
Yeah, she's done that with me at work. I'll be at work and something's like, call me now. Like, and I wasn't paying no attention. It just ate in me.
Send it mentally.
And it was like she couldn't get in touch with me because she couldn't call me. But I was able to call out to her on the phone.
Or like, he's been here and I'll be at work and I'm like, I know there's something he's got to make at a certain time and he's asleep. And I'll send in his mom, wake up. I'll put on some crazy music and I'll go, wake up now. And the next thing you know, he's calling me, I just woke up with a jolt. And I'm like, yeah, wake up. Like,
then there's been times to where, and like I said, feel free to interrupt me. I ramble. I'm just trying to get it out as it comes to me. But there was times that, you know, I had some things going on because, like I said, before I met Marcia, my past was rocky because I had all this going on. I was being attacked. Well, I had some legal issues.
Bad.
Well, I was sitting here on the couch and Marcia was going to Bob was going to pick Marcia and her son up from work. And normally I ride with them. And I was like, no, something's telling me not to get in that car. Do not get in that car. Well, they went to pick her up and they got pulled over. And the cop was a complete douche. And I felt that something told me I do. And it's so crazy.
He always knows what to do, when to do it.
And it gets funny sometimes because I'm like, whatever, man, this is crazy, dude. This like, how do I do this?
He just don't even believe himself sometimes. And I'm like, are you?
Like I said, I am my biggest skeptic. But when it happens, it happens.
The stuff he does, I don't know how you can be a skeptic at this point. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't
because it's for yourself, though. If it was for someone else, then you would have believed it already. If you're getting it for someone else, but it's for yourself.
That's when I
So you
started.
doubt it.
When I did Marcia, and it was vice versa. I helped Marcia with hers. She helped me with mine tremendously. And then, like I said, she said, "Here, try this on my friend, the talking to the relative." And
that relative.
Boy, that's what I was telling him. I was right on it. I knew stuff that no one even knew.
She couldn't know.
Yeah.
And Sue was like, oh my God, yes.
And we have a friend now. She has a friend now. And like I said, I don't mind helping people, but she is my gate. She's my gatekeeper. And just like I'm hers, because there's people she'll go to help. And I'm like, no. Like you said in our thing, I'm the protector. And I've been hurt so much. I know it. And Marcia will be like, but they're so sweet. That person's so nice. And I'm like, no, stop it. No.
I'm a doormat. I admit it. I'm a doormat.
And that's here. And they've done, Marcia and Bob, and Marcia has done so much
Bob's
for me.
A doormat too.
And they both are. And I feel like I've been brought here also for them to help me, but for me to help them stop being run over. Like they're too good to people. And people in this world want to run people over and they want to take. And like we were talking about, or I told Marcia, when she does stuff for people, she wants to help, but it's not. And as you said, also, it's not that you're wanting to charge to be greedy. You need an energy transfer.
Right.
And I'm real big on that too, because my time and this stuff that I'm going through and everything I ripped off, it was hard for me. So I deserve to have stuff. If I'm going to help someone, it's not that I'm being like greedy. Give me money. It's that my time is worth something. And hey, that's the way the world is. We need money to survive. So that's why I always tell her, I'm like, they're sweet people. I know you want to help them and I want to help them too, but you need some kind of energy thing, because if you just give somebody a gift, or give somebody something,
I know
they don't care about it. I know she thinks I'm beating dead horse. I'm not talking to her. I'm not talking to her.
But in general.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm talking about myself also. I want to help people, and I'll help anybody. But you got to get through my gatekeeper.
You have to exchange.
Exactly. And you got to have that exchange.
And they going to get cleared like hell before they come.
And she does. She clears everybody before I talk to them, because if she doesn't, it's so crazy.
It'll climb all over him.
And I don't
say if it climbs all over him, it climbs all over me.
It does.
So every time that he's gotten attacked, I'm attacked at the same time, and I've had to figure out how to clear myself while I'm being attacked and clear him at the same time. And that's why I got so damn powerful, because it got to the point that
she had to. It was by necessity.
I was like literally, we were fighting for his life. The last, for like a year and a half, really severely. Well, hell, the whole damn 3.5 years we've been fighting for your life in one way or another. Hold on, and. Okay, go.
No, go ahead.
We do this.
I forget stuff, and she goes to talk, and then she forgets stuff too. So we both just sort of we have diarrhea of the mouth here. We got word diarrhea going. But what I was about to say is these things, and I don't think that my whole life I was beat, and I was made to feel that I was lower than dirt.
Yeah.
So all this stuff, and I thought to myself, why does anything want to mess with me? I'm a nobody. One of the things want to mess with me. But the more that Marcia digs and digs and digs, the more it is. They try very meticulous ways to get to me.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll put something on somebody that's sweet and nice, and they'll try to come in, and next thing you know, red flags go up. And I used to ignore that. I don't ignore that anymore.
Yeah, no, he's spot on, and I listen.
They're tricky and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Marcia can go to a friend's house, and things will literally, she won't know she has anything on her.
Because it don't attack me like that.
It doesn't attack her, and it doesn't attack other people. It rides on them like a host.
Oh, okay.
And I know this sounds crazy, but I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it. I feel it every day. These things that try to get to me ride on people as hosts. They don't interrupt their lives because they need that ride.
Yeah.
Then when they get close to me, it's like all red flags. My body's like battle stations, and it's just like constant attack. Even when I'm at work, I'll call Marcia at work and be like, Marcia, so what is going on here? I'm having hot flashes. I'm freaking out here, and I'll be crying. I'll be like, something's going on.
We ain't been having that lately. Because I've been whooping ass. I'm on my shit so hard.
But when I needed it, she has to do it, and it'd be anywhere. But if she wasn't there to clear it,
it don't take me long.
I would have to go back to things to numb everything, because I numb my whole life. And then that protective body that I ripped off, I had to rip him off because he was hurting the ones I loved, because he didn't know that I was capable of love. I didn't know I was capable of the love that I have for, Marcia and Bob,
baby.
And baby, and, just everybody. I just didn't know. So, I knew that one, but I just didn't know that I could love anybody outside of that as much as I do. And it got to the point where it was just really, really hard. And it got to the point where feel like I get a little emotional now. It was just really hard.
Yeah.
And
it meant a lot.
I was just so tired of things,
I'm glad I didn't give up.
Dragging me. If she would have gave up, I would. But my pancreatitis would have took me out.
Yeah, they had a hold of his organs. So let me just backtrack a little bit. So,
Rob, did you want to say something?
Yeah,
no, I'm good. I'm just listening. Go ahead, Mark.
Please feel free, Rob. Just jump in here.
He's jumping around a lot. I'm trying to give you more of a chronological order of things.
Yeah, she'll get mad at me.
Right.
Well, it's just because you're all over the place.
I can't help it.
And y'all are both fire signs too. Remember,
feral cats.
Marcia is a Aries, and then Chris is a Sagittarius. So they're both fire signs.
We're like boom.
So, and what is Bob? What's Bob?
He is mellow as hell. He mellows everybody.
What's his sign?
Oh, he's a damn Cancer.
Like me.
Yeah, he just his energy's like
Bob is like you.
He's a
I'm
damn
a Cancer.
Whirlwind. I call him Whirlwind. Yep. Whirlwind Chris just went through because he will make everything blank out because he's so.
But they love it. Okay, they can't get enough of it.
Yeah. We just are like the anchors, Yeah. For y'all's.
Bob helps me reset. Like he's very balancing for me. I'm so and he's so like a monk. And he's so cool. Like he will come out and whoop ass. And then he just goes back to laughing and chilling. And he's just he's a weird person.
Where did you want to start? Cool. That I've skipped around. So I know I've skipped around. So I've told my stuff. So go ahead and where you want me to start at, or where you want me to get things that I missed.
So what I was trying to get to with some of this, the processes we've had to go to unwind all his crap. I tried all the normal things that would get rid of entities. And, you know, I noticed very quickly the pattern of every time I would back something off, shit would go bad for him. And it just kept happening and happening. I was like, there's something going on that won't allow you to do anything good for yourself. I'm going to dig into this and figure this out. Then he told me as a cops, I'm not sure if you know this, they've really pushed them to do the Masonic shit. So he went through the first 3 levels. And so I was like, we got to take care of that. So I thought that was the problem. And it was bad. I literally, look, can I show them? I literally tattooed a protection to undo. I was holding him down. He was reacting like hell.
I was an asshole.
This means, hold on. This is Sumerian right here. Ancient.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is ancient Sumerian. It means evil spirits be gone, protection of light shine, and love return. It works. And then I have the square and the compass. So I put it where they pierced their heart in those damn rituals. I put that tattoo to represent these things are going between what was done. And I'm literally holding his ass down because it was fighting. It was fighting. And it's like, you don't understand what I feel. And I was like, sit down. And I was like, nah. And as I would get each sentence down, it would be like, okay, I'm feeling better. Okay, I'm feeling better. Because I had to work from the top and work down. So it took me a while. And I'm like, stay still and shut up.
Yeah, cool.
This stuff was reacting through him. You know, he's just an open channel and it just comes through. So we did a little ceremony. We did undoing the Masonic stuff. We undid any curses. And then I started noticing all the patterns of the abductions and grouped with the dreams that he was having, which I realized very quickly were not dreams. They were memories. He had memories of like really bad abuse. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into the details because it might bother. Yeah. But anyway, I started seeing, okay, he's definitely getting abducted. These are definite dreams. Yeah, you have pain in these dreams. That's not a damn dream. So I started realizing he's having abductions, and we started working hard on protection and blocking all that out. And we started getting all that blocked out, and he was doing better, but they still had a hold of him. And it would be this back and forth, but they had a hold of his organs. So we had to undo the curses from the organs. I just found this out not damn too long ago. And I got that Laura Worley's book, putting the puzzle pieces together where they laid out the rituals. So I was like, we've got to start undoing these rituals. But before that, we had the altar thing going on. So I kept communicating with this altar. And I reconnected where he got cut off. I reconnected. This is like, do what you got to do, but don't tell me. So I would go in meditation, and I know he become Mike when he would sleep. So I know, and he would I'll always knock him out. Every time I work on him, he goes out. And I always tell his conscience, just leave and let me work on you. So I would communicate with Mike. So I know I'm more connected with Mike in his sleep state. I would connect, and I kept making it stronger and stronger and reconnected. And I started seeing the buildings again and everything. And I burst out in tears, and I'm like, I'm in. And then I started sending information to him. This is how we're freeing ourselves. This is the protection. I started putting protection around him, a dark shield to cover the light he was growing and pushing light and healing and loving him every day. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. So after doing this for a little while, we found the book. And the book lays out how to undo the rituals. So we sat down and we undid everything. We still need to go back over. No, you think you're good. But anyway, we started back doing the rituals and untangling him. But before that, when we were dealing with this altar, it got to a point where I got real deep with him. And I have in my visualizations I have a soul transport. So it's a soul transport with my vortex going around it. And I was putting it around his altars all the time. So as I was in real deep, As I was in real deep, I started pulling him forward. I was like, look, it's all pain and hell there. Come here. Come here. Kept telling him, come here. Come here, jump bodies. Just come back. This is your original consciousness. You were split off from birth. This is how you undo it. And I said, look, man, I pulled him forward and I could feel him over here. And I had him protected in a protected bubble. But every time I try to bring him in, Chris had seen him break his leg in a mission. And so every time I kept trying to pull him in, his leg would fire up in pain so bad. And I was like, I would have to push Mike back a little bit and say, hold on. It's lighting him up. And then I would try it again and I would try to back the pain off, and then it would light him up again. Hopefully Rob will come back here.
He will.
If not, I'll have to do something. So I kept working with him and I couldn't get him integrated without the pain, the mental pain and the physical pain lighting up so bad. So I was like, Mike, I got to hold you here on the side till I figure out how to do this. So I had him right there, and I was like, and I could feel he wanted to integrate bad. Chris told me he wanted to integrate bad. And we knew he did. So I'm holding him on the side, and I could feel, I want to go. I want to come in. And I was like, okay, look, I have to hold you on the side unless you can do this. I said, look, everything we did to break free, do it on that side. Break free. I've got the protection around you. You can put the protection around you too. I've sent you mentally what this protection is and how to do it. I said, but I'm going to keep you protected in a protected bubble till I figure this out. But you can dump all the trauma and the pain right now. Dump it. Just let it all go. Let it all go. Step out of your story and jump into this body with a clean slate. I said, if you can do that, I can integrate you now. And then, so I was telling him, just be a clean slate, and I'll bring you in. And I know you have very traumatic memories, so bring in what you want to hold, but we're going to take all the rest, and I want you to dump it. And I said, I know this is a tall order, but I know you're a badass. I know who you are. You can do this. Drop it all. Become a clean slate. Walk out of it and jump back over here.
Yeah, I hate hearing about this. I really do. I'm sorry.
I know.
I don't like it. I'm done.
I'm almost
done with it. I hate it. Okay, I'm about to leave.
Okay.
I don't like her talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. She knows that. I'm sitting over here trying to be nice. I don't like to talk about that.
Yeah, because you feel it's a lot.
It hurts me.
It's everything.
Every time. And I'm like, I don't like to hear about him. Okay, I cut ties with him completely.
Yeah.
I cut everything with that. I don't want to do with it. Okay.
Yeah.
But that hurts me. It makes me emotional. I don't like shit attacks me when shit happens, and people still don't understand that now, and it hurts.
Yeah.
And until you get attacked like I am, hold on, until you get attacked like I get, you don't understand. I never understood it. Every time we go on about that, I know I seem like I'm being an asshole, but every time we go on about that, it hurts.
You don't? Yeah.
It hurts.
I know. I could feel the intensity when she's talking. I can feel you.
My heart feels like it's about to jump out of my body. My skin is hurting right here.
It makes you irritated and angry, and
it does.
all of
it
that.
makes me sorry all the time. And it seems like there's some reason, I don't know if it is something that trying to attack me to use that, but it seems like she's stuck on that. It seems like anytime we talk, she's stuck on that. She's so obsessed. She's so obsessed with him.
Oh, okay. Maybe because she feels happy that she could help you.
She does. She wants to help him, but helping him do it when I don't know about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I cut that for a reason, and there's nothing against him. Okay. I love him. He's part of me, but we hurt each other. He is that hurt for me, and he's that gateway. He's even talking about it, giving it that material, even bringing it up in this world, gives it a doorway to come through on me on a line, regardless if he's integrated or not. Just the talking about it. Maybe
Marcia should do like a cord cutting with her and Mike. She might have some sort of a connection attachment in a way to him that she hangs on to him. So something like that too, and that will help you.
She's doing that to love.
Yeah.
And I know how Rob feels. Like, this attack that people get, it will drive you crazy. Okay. Like, I feel like crazy. I feel emotional now because I feel embarrassed that I even get upset about this stuff, but I can't help it. It like literally just
Rob, your thing is hurting my ears.
What thing?
Whatever this going on with the speaker.
Feedback.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any. I don't think anything's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
Let me mute it. Hold on. Let me see if I mute it. That changes.
Now, did he mute?
Yeah, I think he
muted.
Oh no. So you can't even talk or nothing? No, don't stay muted.
Let me turn off my I'll just.
I think it was good. I think you're getting
better, Christy.
A little bit, but not much on my end.
I don't know what to do because I'm on my phone.
Now you're good. Now you're good.
Yeah,
now
you're good. As I say, things seem good.
Yeah.
And see, it's little stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
And until I put the stuff together, it's crazy how things happen. And I want to tell my story, and I try to tell it, and it's just like things either try to jump in, things try to mess with my mind. Like, there's so much stuff. I could sit on here for a few hours and just go from birth to what happened to me now. And I'm trying to skip around to things that are important to me, that are life-changing to me. Like,
yeah.
And it's here. Like, it used to be when I was going through all this property was my sanctuary. I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
I was scared to go anywhere. And it's awful. Like, I'm calming down now, but that's emotional. Like, it's getting emotional now. Like,
I can feel you. I can feel you. Yeah, it was too intense. I'm glad you said something because
I couldn't help it. So that's when that voice in my body is screaming at me. It screams at me. It's like, stop ignoring me. Do it.
Yeah, yeah, because he was getting really irritated, agitated.
And I was, and like I said, I'm not. It's not me being a butt. It's just that hurts, and it burns. It feels like someone's holding. I guess that would be the equivalent to someone like me laying my whole body on a hot plate.
Yeah, right.
And
or touching a hot plate and saying, just keep it here, keep it here, keep it here. You know,
and being tortured with that. And I can remember stuff. My dreams are the wildest thing to me. And until Marcia explained that they weren't dreams, because I knew they weren't dreams either. I could feel it after that. I go places in my dream. I see things in my dream. I have literally told her something's going to happen in 3 months. I don't know what it is. And then that stuff happened with Trump, where somebody tried to shoot him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my goodness, I could feel something was going to happen. And she was like, oh my goodness, and then it happened again. I called something else because I just get these feelings, and it's almost like I have to learn to channel them because I've numbed myself so much that I'm relearning it.
Yeah. Right. Because what it is and stuff, like labeling what it is or identifying what it is and everything, because you've just numbed it all before.
Oh yeah. And it was weird too. Like, everybody was like, when I was in recovery from pain pills, everybody was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm a lot better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Things were different. I'd known myself for so long, and everybody's like, oh, you can do this. You can come off this. It's easy. Just do this. But no one understood that it wasn't just the coming off, that it was me feeling everything, things that they never could feel.
Yeah. It was
when I was clean, I've sat at the door right here and seen my dad out at the road and couldn't come on the property because Marcia cleared it so much and protected it.
Oh.
There's a lot of people that cannot come on my property. Weird things happen. If they got something on them, weird things happen to them when they're trying to come here and they can't make it.
I had to break ties with that. And see, stuff's still happening because Rob's having trouble.
Yeah.
Like,
he gets attacked a lot.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. He knows. I feel a connection with that. I feel his pain.
Yeah, he gets attacked every single day.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel, and now being on here with him, I don't know how to explain it. I feel it. I know he's getting attacked now. That's why I kept asking. I was like, see if he's okay. Hey, is he okay? Because I get the feelings like when I get around people.
Yeah, he said he gets jumped like at night when he's sleeping by the dark entities, or they open up a portal under his bed and take him, and so he gets.
We've had to close. We had a portal behind the shed where I was at, and Marcia handled all that and closed that because I don't know. I mean, I'm learning. I guess Marcia likes to say I have all these abilities, and I do. I have every one of them, and we're still learning new ones.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't believe myself. But she tried me. She was like, okay, you don't have to test yourself, but if you want to, let's do it. So we tested all that, and everything she put on there, I could not believe it is all true. I can do every bit of that.
Yeah.
And I literally sat there. I can sit outside. I could walk outside right now and sit there and go into a deep meditation. And there's always things around us, and people don't understand. it's almost like there's a different universe right there beside us. And when you open and you clear yourself and you just, cover yourself, I don't know the right word, you just envelop yourself, I guess that's right, with everything, and you quiet your mind and you allow it to travel the way it's supposed to, you can see so many beautiful things. I know some people can't, but I just see so many wonderful things. And it's almost like you don't want to come back. I want to go there. I want there. And I used to be scared to death. I used to be really scared to death. And then after all this, I'm not scared of death anymore. I'm excited.
I know. Yeah.
I'm excited to go to that next
or
stage.
That.
Yes, I want to see what's next. I want to go. And it's so crazy because I don't want my life to end early.
Yeah.
But I do. I know that it's going to be something amazing. And I've seen it. I've felt it. And I'm so thankful I met Marcia and them, because if I wouldn't have met Marcia, I'll just be honest, I wouldn't be here. I would.
It's a 3.5 year fight for his life.
I've sat there. Yeah. Marcia's heard a gunshot before and ran down to my house when we first started because she thought that was me.
Oh my God. There are the things that have tried to attach to us. And like I said, it's not like I wouldn't have a problem being around these people. But when it climbs on Chris, it like comes through the cord to me and I get it tied. So it's always battling off that and him at the same time. Sorry.
And I feel it on him.
Yeah, on Rob.
And if you look, I wasn't going to say anything because I don't like to say things because I want to know that it's real. And I know it's real, but it's on the skeptical part of me has to keep going. So first,
what do you feel from Rob that he needs some help with? Then?
Yeah, there's something.
What do you feel?
There's something behind him. It's almost like it surrounds behind him right now.
Yeah, that's what
it's just saying. And it's always like they attack the back of the head.
Yeah, I'm feeling about there too.
And I feel that there's like things around him and it keeps poking at his head, poking in the back, trying to just get in like a door, and they're teasing him. Feels like they're teasing him and just torturing him for no reason. I mean, for a reason, because he's trying to do all this. And it feels like, and I think that's why it was so open to get unto me, because
I think it's someone using black magic that's doing that. Like, I think someone's doing that with black magic, or I don't know what, like, I'm convinced I know who it is too.
He did say he's feeling something and I know that when you're in the SSP, I'm running across, this is like the main anchor right here in the base of the skull. So this will light up when you're trying to integrate and stuff. You got to like dissolve this thing in the back of the neck, but you got to undo all the rituals. Like, and you need to sit down and do it all at one time, because once you start aiming at that, they start aiming at you. So the quicker you get it off, the better.
I heard there's like entry points for entities. I heard they go in the back of the neck. I heard they go in the soles of the feet. And
you can shut all this down. You just got to sit down and know the method.
That's the thing.
And that's what I'm figuring out.
I never knew this. Like, I'll tell her things like that, and she'll read a book, and they'll be saying the exact same thing. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm right. I'm not crazy. But I do think something's tied to Rob. I feel it. It's almost like if I close my eyes, and I just feel that there's two things behind you, and they're trying to play you like a puppet, and they're torturing you.
Yeah, I had some guy try to clear me this afternoon, and he was really good. He said he pulled a tether out that they had for me, and it felt like he did pull something off me, but then it came back. Like,
see,
that's what she said. I think you need to sit with Marcia, like off of this, just you two, and just I know it's crazy. I would sit there and repeat stuff that she told me to repeat. And I would be like, what am I doing? Come on, what am I doing? What am I doing? And even though I still had that doubt, it worked. So if you fully believe it like I do now in my heart, and it's justified, it works so good. If I can clear the stuff that's on me,
anybody can.
If I can take the stuff that was on me.
He was split in a million pieces, like you said. Like it was bad.
Yeah, I was a damaged person. Okay, I was damaged.
Bad.
And I feel your pain, Rob. If I could do it, anybody can do it, because it took nothing but working. It took crying, screaming. I would literally be down there in my room having a fuss with something that was there and then gone and then there and then gone and then laughing. I mean, it's fun for them. They laugh, they torture, and that's all I see with you right now. I feel his pain. Like, I feel your heart aching.
In the beginning, when he would start processing things, it would get so bad that he would kind of black out. And at one point he like stabbing his hand, and he'd have a knife in the side of the damn house stuck in the wall. And he'd be like, I don't remember doing this. I didn't
remember doing that. And I wake up with cut.
That was, his stuff was so deep and so bad that he would, in the very beginning, it was so bad that he would fall asleep anytime I would talk about it.
I couldn't be around him. Yeah, anytime she would start talking to me about stuff, I would be like this.
Yeah, it would knock him out. So when I worked through enough trauma, and it was slow moving with him, when I worked through enough trauma to get him to stay awake, then it was battling the I
feel his pain, man. I'm sorry. I feel really bad for him. I feel bad for you, man. Like I can feel it.
We need to undo it.
It's just constant. Look, I just feel like, and if I'm wrong, please tell me, but I just feel like you were constantly getting poked and grabbed, and it's a joke for them. Honest to goodness.
They always go for like my crown. They always go for my crown. They always walk around my ears. They always, it's like an energy that attaches to me. They always go to my back, the base of my spine.
Yes, and that's it. That's what they love, man. I mean, it's almost like it honestly feels like there's just places in the back of my neck and my head where they can just take their little dark fingers and just grab in there and just can move things around.
That. Look, you got to understand, we got the power. We do. They feed off us. We are the energy source, but we're not in our power. We're sitting here going, I'm getting attacked by an energy weapon. That's what I'm telling you. I was getting that too. And I had to tighten up my shit. And it's gotten to the point they stopped aiming at me because I would just reflect it back at them. I started getting real aggressive with it, and it stopped. And so we've tightened up our shit to the point it don't matter what they're aiming at us with. It doesn't matter. We got it lit. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, if we can talk.
I just want to learn it from you, Marcia. I really got to take some time and learn it.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like you need to, because you
have to. You're not going to stop getting attacked.
Sitting on here with you is so strong that I feel it through all this. Okay. Like, and
I'll have to clear him after.
And well, this is gonna, because it will mess me. It will try to jump on me. It'll try to jump everything.
I have a show right after this too. I have to do a show in like 10 minutes. I have to do another show.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Anytime, Chris. You seem pretty awesome. You're really nice. I can tell you're a really good guy.
Well, I do appreciate it, and like I said, I can feel that with you, and I feel, dude, I'm sorry if there's anything I can never do to help. I just feel bad. I feel sorry for you, man, because I know that feeling. Okay, it almost makes me want to cry. I know it, and if you just stick through it and get out of it, it's going to be so much better, because it changed my whole life. I went from being worried, stressed, and everything. I don't stress about anything now. I was having to take medication for anxiety. I'm off that. I don't have to take the blood pressure medicine. I feel so much better. And I used to feel, I felt hate, and I'd see somebody with something nice, and see, my voice always does this. Even when I try to talk about stuff, it's anything that can happen happens. I'd see people with stuff, and I'd be like, damn it, why can't I have that? They shouldn't have that. What do I have? Now I'm like, dude, that's so good for them, man. All right, dude, they work so hard for that. Heck yeah, man, they're awesome.
Because we worked on his trauma, and that's something I'm good at helping you do too, because that's their hook in. Sorry.
And now it's like, I have a whole different aspect. I send out love. I don't have hate. It's hard for me to hate something, except for that right there. What just happened when things start to attack me. That's when I start the hate part. But other than that,
just flowing through him. It's not him, and I know that.
I just have love. Like I really genuinely care and have love, and I haven't been able to have that before because I've been so protected. And now, and I notice when I reflect it, when I send it to people, I get it right back. And even if they're being an ass and I'm super nice, it's like it throws them off guard, and they're like, wait a minute, why was I being an ass?
No, that's good.
But Rob, I know I jump around, but Rob, I'm telling you, Marcia can help all this. Just get up whenever you get a free chance. Whenever you get a free chance.
He has a session after this.
After any time you get, if it's tomorrow, if it's whenever
you have time, Rob.
Give her a try, and when I know she's doing it, I'll send all the love and all the things that I can send. But I know how it is, brother. I feel for you. Yeah. It sucks. It makes life unbearable. I literally woke up, and I know you got to go, so I'm trying to hurry. But talking about waking up and stabbing myself, I had things like that. I'd wake up with a pistol. I love guns.
Oh my God.
And I used to not know. Scary. I don't know how I know all this. Man, any gun you got, I can break it down, build it back together, shoot it, sight it in. I know how to do it all.
Because of super soldier memory.
Super soldier. We got it.
That's what drew me to be a cop. And now I'd be sitting in a police car, okay, after work. I'd get home, I'd fall asleep. Next thing you know, my gun's in my hand.
Oh,
just sitting there. And it's almost like things were trying to do that to me.
He's almost shot himself here when we had something crawling us from a kid's book. Oh my God.
It was a child's book.
We both,
Yeah, that's a show. I mean, that can be shown. Things they're doing to the kids. My daughter bought the book, and I'm telling you, that's how stuff.
I was like, I don't feel good about that book.
That's how stuff. And Marcia felt that, but I was like, it's kids. I'm gonna let her do it. But what it was is it tries anything.
It almost took us out.
It tries anything it can to jump on. It travels through anything, and I keep wanting to know why I'm so important. And like Rob, we know why they're jumping on you because you're showing all this. You're getting this out. You're giving everybody a platform, and I really, really, really appreciate the platform you're giving me.
Nice
to be able to share this. And Christy, I appreciate it also.
Yeah,
because most people can't do this. You can't tell it, and everybody's got a story.
Yeah,
and everybody's got pain. And if we all just listened and just cared a little bit, it would help so much. Just people listening. Just Marcia taking the kindness to tell me, hey, park your truck in my yard. You can sleep there.
Yeah.
Just that one act of kindness led to all of this. And
his whole life changed. He sleeps like a normal human being for the first time in his life. He's just like happy and loving.
I love life. I wake up happy now. I used to be scared to wake up.
You'd be scared to go to sleep.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'd be scared to go to sleep, but I'd also be scared to wake up because I'd go to sleep happy. I'd wake up so depressed and so scared. And it was because the super soldier, I would go to sleep and I'm gone. I'd be off doing stuff. And I know
horrible stuff.
And that it's hard to come from that to knowing that I did stuff like that. It hurts, but I'm happy that I'm free and it's part of me and it's who I am and it's where I'm at. And it led me to all this. Yeah. And you can tell even in my voice, like there's things that get me emotional, and
you need to process that.
And that's what I do. And like I said, Marcia's probably going to clear me up this.
I'm on his ass all the time.
But Rob, like I said, if you need anything, any help, I mean,
I'm telling you, I got you. You just need to give me a call.
I've been through the same things you've been through. So if you have any questions, man, if it gets rough, just know there is an out, there's a way, and it is the sun is shining bright on the other side. I promise. And once you get it, you can look back and laugh. Now, you might have to stay off of some of the trigger things, like how Marcia was talking about that. You may not be able to talk about certain things, but, you're giving the platform for other people, So I really hope that you keep on, and I hope, we can get that stuff off of you.
We can.
Because like I said, and Marcia can. I know she can. And if she needs help, I'll help you.
I got it.
But I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you for letting me.
Yeah, Christy, you didn't talk much that. Do you want to talk about what you're doing and promote anything?
Yeah, it's okay. That's all right. That's good for now.
And I
know you got to go.
Yeah,
no, I have a minute. Go ahead, Christy. Talk about what you're doing or anything.
Well, yeah, because I was just saying, like last night I dreamed, and then I had a terrible headache when I woke up this morning, and then I thought of Christy Campbell when I first woke up this morning, and then I contacted her, and she said she thought of me too, and then she said we was at the Biltmore Estate last night in our clone body, as the sex kitten altar, so as the sex kitten work, so that's still going on, Yeah.
You guys, that's awesome, and you're really awesome.
That's what that they still use our clones for other things. So until it's like people always ask me, how do we cut off and clear the clones? How do we even know that we've cut them off, and how do we clear them? So
I've got a process now that I feel that I'm perfecting. Like really, really. I mean, we can get it. I'm telling you, I've gotten good at this. It's I can throw the protection around you and calm down everything from the altars while you integrate them and do the process. Believe me, it'll work. But, we just have to keep in contact. You let me know what you feel, and there's gonna be other things we're gonna have to go back in and get. We're gonna go as thoroughly as we can. But if you can get through it, it's about a 2-hour process.
Yeah.
If you can just say the stuff pretty quickly, it's about 2 hours.
There's so much dark stuff behind Rob.
Is it bothering you? Are you okay?
No, I mean, I'm fine. I just really feel it on you, Rob.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I feel just really bad.
I think you're getting better at not picking everything up.
And I'm trying to. I'm trying to do it. But
it helps.
So I know I keep saying that, Rob. I'm just sorry. I feel really bad, man, because I feel it from here.
Feeling you.
And I know that if it's that bad, dude, you're going through so much. And hey, I know it's hard to keep doing this, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the time and the platform. And
thank you, Rob.
Everybody, you need any help, anything I can do, anything I can do to help anybody else. Like I said, I have tried everything that's on that list I've been able to do. And it's amazing. And I still try and I still play with everything. And I'd love to help. And Marcia's been great. And if it wasn't for her, I'd be dead. And then you guys came along. So I really appreciate you guys. So I got you guys now.
He's really built up to the place where I think he can really channel these abilities now, because he couldn't do it before, because things would attach to him. But just him being able to see it and it not crawling all over him really shows me that he's in a place now where he can do this stuff for people, everything listed. So, right? You feeling comfortable with it? Right?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's let go of everything to the point there's nothing can attach to him, and we're on point with our protection. So,
is there anything else? I know. I talked a lot. I apologize if I cut anybody off.
Yeah, me too.
Is there anything that Christy, you wanted to get to, or Rob, that you had any questions?
No, I'm good. I was just going to give them Marcia, do you want to tell people how they can get your services or whatever? And Christy, do you guys want to tell people how they can? And then Chris, whatever you guys want to promote, go ahead.
Okay, go for it, Christy.
People can contact me on my website, ChristyCampbellCC33.com, for all my services. And then I'm also, I have a whole bunch of books that I've created, even showing my experiences. I made a book.
I want one of those books.
Yeah, we gotta get one of those. Yeah,
they're on Amazon, and I've written 4 of this. Is one of my higher selves, Electra. And so all of my experiences, with the 20 and back, with Seagate, with George Bush Sr., all kinds of stuff like that, rituals.
Awesome.
He's popped in on me too. I've had psychics see him pop in on me. All those right there, like the Clintons and the Bushes, they popped in on me. They popped in on me and Bob a long time ago. We had someone see that.
So that's on Amazon. Sorry. My books on Amazon, you can find them there. And then I'm going to be at the conference. That's at the Rise of the Guardians conference, May the 8th, 9th, 10th, and the 11th. It's in Sedona, Arizona. I'm going to be a vendor there with Patty Paparazzi. And then so we're going to be selling like books and artwork and light language and, stuff like that we've made, our ET stuff and light language stuff too. So we'll be there doing that.
In the corner, huh? That's like in 10 days, I think, right?
Yeah, it's on the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th.
So and like I said, you've helped us a lot.
Yeah,
like a whole bunch.
Yeah, Christy's awesome.
And Marcia is. Were you done with yours? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was.
Well, and I'm going to do it for Marcia. I'm going to say Marcia because Marcia don't like to do it, but Marcia does really good. Marcia's great at everything that she's tried and put her mind to. She saved me. And there's so many people out there. She just wants to help. She wants to help anybody.
I want to disconnect.
And she wants to disconnect as many people. I let her talk. She wants to disconnect as many people as she can. But at the same,
cut their energy source.
And at the same time, she's so nice and sweet. She has to make a living also. So we're there to help people. It's not like we're trying to, like I said, it's just, it's so we can survive. We're helping people. So she'll help anybody. You can contact her on her Facebook page. You can private message her. She answers all of them herself. So please feel free. She gets messages all day, every day. If anybody out there has any questions, needs any help, knows anybody that needs help remotely, or if you're around us, please feel free, and I will help. I'm a little more into the next stage of like helping them with other things. Marcia's clear, and you can go ahead and tell them what we do.
Well, I mean, you've got his list of abilities. He's absolutely amazing at every freaking, and we're just scratching the surface. So, I can, we can do he can do some sessions for some people with.
She just has to be my gatekeeper. She's got to meet you first and talk to you.
But I mean, he's amazing.
I'll have you do a session on me then, Chris.
Okay.
He's amazing. He used to have a
crystal ball. That would actually be really awesome.
That'd be cool. So you can contact me on Facebook or email me. Capital SSATI_333
We're trying to get everything going for her, and it's all. We appreciate everybody. Christy, Rob, you guys have helped her a lot, and her stuff is taking off. She's super excited.
Very good.
And
Very good.
you guys yeah, I mean, you guys have helped her and got her where she's going, and she's pushing it. She's working on it every day. Like that. She's on there answering everybody. And I've noticed that there are, you don't realize how many, I mean, you guys do. There's so many people out there that finally open up and open their eyes, and they're like, I need help. Yeah. And then the community's so big out there. So the people that anybody that's watching this thinking they're alone, or that they're the only one that feels these ways, there's so many people in this world that feel like this and have this going on. And all you got to do is just start talking to somebody, and it opens you into that community.
What I do, and you can contact me, is I've gotten really good at undoing the SSP, the altars and all that. Just be aware if you're trying to do that, they start attacking. So I have a technique to protect that I can teach you. And I can also do over you every day to back it off. I've learned how to really back this stuff off so you can get through it. But you're going to have programming coming through, entities coming through, trying to make you think, oh, I don't know, I shouldn't do this. You know, just different thoughts that it's going to fight you doing it. So you got to fight through that. And then I would cast protection and clearing over you every day, like all day, you know, many times a day, so that, you know, you can start to undo the rituals, and you really need to undo them as fast as possible, because as soon as you get all hooks out, they can't. And once you close everything up, seal everything off, they can't do anything to you, but you got to undo that, you know. And
all you got to do is just, like I said, the people out there that's got it, just speak up, take the chance, listen to her, and it's fixed. Man.
And I'm getting good at integrating altars.
Yes, so, and all that stuff.
Like over the phone too.
She's getting, look, she never realized how powerful she was. Like you said, you saw it, Rob. You can feel it. She's great. She reaches through distances around the world. I mean, it's amazing. So, like I said, Bob's good too. But we're just trying to get her started. So we appreciate all your help getting her out there and getting, you know, her Facebook page. We're going to try to get some other things up at YouTube and some more social media, so we can get it out there. And like I said, she's got such a big heart, like you guys. Everybody, we just want to help.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, and we'll have to do this again soon.
Yeah, Rob, thank you for having me on. Christy, thank you.
Rob. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.